Wonderful. Everybody come into butterfly, please. So find a nice seat and allow yourself to bring the soles of the feet together. Find the center of your body and begin to weave your breath into a nice 3-part yogic breath. Feel the spine lift up nice and tall. Allow the knees to get very heavy. Feel yourself open up, hands resting wherever it's comfortable, holding ankles. You can bring a mudra together with thumb and index finger touching. And just continue to weave nice deep breaths. And sometimes when we feel that life is out of balance, can we still search for a center? Can we fall in and out of it and then back in again? Can you fall out of the old habits and recenter into new places? If you go the same way, try a different way. Take the long cut for a change. If you are always late, show up 15 minutes early. If you always talk, just listen. Speak up. Falling can be synonymous with taking a chance or with allowing yourself to be completely spontaneous. Use your practice if you choose. Set an intention to notice what are some of the physical habits that you have in your practice, and see if you can find a new way to settle into them today. One more nice full 3-part yogic breath. And as you exhale, bring the palms to the heart. Let's all exhale together, please. On an in-breath, keep the prayer hands together. Reach all the way up to the sky. Look up. And on an exhale, bring the palms back to the heart. Connecting crown, third eye, and heart. Bring it all in. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, let's just reach over the right knee. So just lean forward. Try to plant that left sitting bone so that you really open up into that half of the left back rib wall. Do a nice yes with your head as you reach through the fingertips using the right hand traction. And then very gently allow yourself to flow over to the left. Reaching through right fingertips, planting right sitting bone. And open up through that lower right sacral spine. And then very gently allow yourself to come forward. You can hold on to your ankles or you can reach your fingertips forward. Head comes into a nice stillness, and just take a full in-breath and a full out-breath, really stretching through the lumbar sacral spine, opening up into that inner groin. And then very, very gently allow yourself to grab toes or ankles, traction your bent elbows, and try to bring your forehead towards your toes. Take a full in-breath, really rounding through the back now. One more nice full deep breath. See if you can open up into that inner groin, right and left side. And then very gently on an in-breath, let's rise up. And take left hand to right knee and take a nice twist. Ooh. Very, very good. Feel that nice long spine. Allow the head, keeping chin level, to begin to do a nice no, side to side. Feel an opening through the neck, a beautiful external rotation of that right shoulder. Allow the head to look back towards the right shoulder, holding there. Take one more full deep breath, and notice that you should have a twist in the lower belly through the organs, and just really engage on the next out breath, bringing out organs, engage the core muscles, pelvic floor. On your next in-breath, switch and go to the other side. Take your time. Allow on an exhale, chin to come down to the center of the chest, finding a center between the collarbones. And then just trace a smile right and left as you hold and twist. Working fully and completely into the neck, front, side, and back, left and right side. Just loosening everything up. Find that nice inner smile. And then bring the head to stillness. And on an in-breath, gently come forward. Please lengthen the legs out and give them a nice shake. From there, please allow yourself to bend into the right knee slightly and bring the left ankle up. Bring your hands back behind you and move your right heel towards your right buttock. Lift up on the teepee fingers and just take a few breaths as you flex into that right foot into a seated pigeon pose. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. I'm really puffing my heart, pulling my shoulder blades down, and I'm lifted up on teepee fingers. One more nice deep breath here. And then very gently allow yourself to drop forward. Make right heel out from right sitting bone and allow yourself to come forward. You can place a block or your fist right underneath that right knee crease. If you're feeling any pain within that knee, maybe you can reach your foot and maybe you can fold all the way forward. On an in-breath, rise up, and on an exhale, come forward as we stretch through the entire back side of the body. One more full deep breath here, please. And then on an in-breath, come all the way back up, and let's release that left leg, give it a shake. And bend slightly into the left knee, bring it right up, hands back behind you, and walk that left heel back wherever it will go. Flex into the right foot, lift a nice tall spine, and just breathe into the stretch. Reposition if you need. You can take it a little bit side to side, just opening up, creating space for the sciatica nerve. Feel the nice squaring of the hips and the shoulders. Come to stillness, and then very gently release. Again, you can make a fist and place it underneath that left knee crease. Lift up nice and tall, and then on an exhale, fold forward. On an in-breath, rise up, and exhale, fold forward. Take a full in-breath, and a full out-breath. Full in-breath, full out-breath. Soften wherever you can. On an in-breath, gently rise up. And let's lengthen that right leg out, give it a shake. Last stretch, last warm-up stretch. Open up wide angled. And just lean side to side. You can see I'm pressing into each of my heels. I'm lifting the right buttock all the way up off the floor. And then I'm going to switch sides and I'm going to press in so I'm stretching to the back side of the legs. I do have soft knees, so I'm getting into the belly of the hamstrings. Take it one more time, each side, and open up. Good, and then drop back to the center. And then as it feels good, hinge forward. So just hinging from the hips, feet flexed, come forward, and breathe into the stretch. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. Knees can be soft here. Please don't overstretch. We're just starting our practice. And then very gently rise back up. And we're just going to take and bring right elbow bent inside right extended leg. And we're just going to place the left back of the hand onto the small of the back. And we're just going to lean and open up. If it feels safe, you can take and reach that left arm around and maybe grab your toe and just open up into a nice side stretch. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. You can also place your hand on the back of your head, the left hand. I get a much deeper stretch because I have a tendency with my tight shoulders to roll forward. So if I allow myself to roll that left elbow back, I'm getting a really nice deep stretch. So that's the modification for me. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, just roll all the way over to the left. Insert the left arm inside. I'm going to start with the back of my right hand on my low back, so I can feel this opening through the collarbones, a nice external rotation through the shoulder. And then I'm going to use the back of my hand to lift up out of the back through the length of my spine, reaching the crown of the head towards the left foot. And then maybe stretch that left arm up and over. Some of you you can see I'm rounding in order to reach my toe. I am better to bring my right hand behind the back of my head, the palm, and then just lift that right elbow up and back. And I'm just getting an exquisite opening through that entire right rib wall side. One more breath. And then just allow yourself to very gently roll forward one more time. If you can, bring your hands to your ankles, to your shin bones. Maybe you're up like this, or you can grab your toes using index finger, middle finger, and thumb, and just pull forward. If it feels safe now, press the back of the knee creases towards the earth, and take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath here. On an in breath, rise up and puff your heart, flex into your feet, and maybe draw your toes towards your shin bone and lift the heels right off the floor. One more full deep breath, and then very gently soften into the knees, release, and draw the legs together. Give them a nice shake, and let's transition right into down dog. Feel that nice alignment. Do a nice runner stretch, working into your toes, please. Feel the Achilles tendon, find a deep stretch. Maybe lift one foot and roll through the standing foot to fully work into that right foot. And then maybe switch. Good, gently bring it down. Bring the ears between the arms. Feet are 3 to 6 inches apart. If you want them together, you can do that as well. Feel yourself press through the heels of your palms and lift the tailbone to the sky. Feel that nice center. There's the center of the physical body, and there's that exquisite center, that spiritual center within. So many centers. Find them, set the intention. Change your down dog and feel it a little bit different. One more breath. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, bring the knees down. Take the tailbone back into child's pose. On an in breath, sweep all the way forward. Bring the hip points towards the earth, tops of the feet on the earth. Press and rise. Look up to the sky, maybe lift the kneecaps, maybe not. And then one more time, take it all the way back. Try to reach the tailbone to the heels of the feet. If they don't touch, that's okay. And on an in-breath, one more time, sweep forward and maybe up dog. Bring it back into neutral, and let's come into cat-cow. I'm going to lift up onto my fingertips, because it gives me a little bit more movement in the spine. Just 2 more here. If you want, you can add a rock to it, which is nice because it stretches that upper back, middle back, and into the low back. And then very gently allow yourself to tuck the toes under, down dog. Take the right leg to the sky, press into the heel, and then stack the hip. Take a full in breath, square the hips, bring the right foot halfway forward, bring the right toes to the right side of the mat, glide onto the outer left edge of your foot, line up left hand, left heel, and spin open. On an in breath, lift the hips. On the exhale, bring it down. If you choose, add a little bit more, one more time, smile. Can you feel that nice line up? Roll the right hand down, step back, down dog. Back
down onto the knees, back into child. Sweep the hands all the way back, and let's bring the thumbs into the center of the palm, curl the fingers around, and just do a nice stretch, lengthening the hand out, opening it up, and then curling it. Let's release the wrist. We've been on the down dog for a little bit. One more time. And then on an in-breath, sweep all the way forward, and again, down dog, coming into our left side. So on an in-breath, lift the left leg up to the sky, press into the heel, find that nice extension. Press the right heel towards the floor and then stack. Bringing left heel towards right glute. And then square the hips and gently glide and bring that left foot to the center of the mat. Line up right hand, right foot. You can dip the hip on the exhale, inhale, lift, and dip, and lift, and dip, and lift. Good. Allow yourself to bring the left hand down, roll onto the right toe, step back, down dog. Bring the feet together, and then dip hips to the right, back to the center, and over to the left. Bring them all the way back to the center, and let's walk the feet all the way to the hands. Nice flat back. Take and bring your palms right onto your shin bones and allow the back to be parallel to the earth. Reach out of the crown of your head, engage the core muscles. On an exhale, bend into the elbows. Bring the hands back behind the ankles or maybe the calf muscles, crown of the head to the floor. Begin to engage into the feet, the lower legs, lift the kneecaps. Squeeze an imaginary block between the upper thighs. Draw the navel to the spine. Knees are soft. And then on an inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way up, nice and slow. Look up above, touch the hands. Level out the head, and on an exhale, bring the hands out to either side and touch the palms together behind your back. On the in-breath, reach up, look up. On the exhale, one more time, touch the palms behind your back, stretching into the shoulders. Inhale all the way back up, and then exhale, swan back down. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up. Let the palms face each other, shoulder width apart. Engage the core, pull the shoulder blades down, and on an exhale, lean over to the left. It's okay if you went to the right, switch sides, in-breath to center, and then take it over to the right. I very rarely do left first. On an in-breath, draw it all the way up. That's what we talked about, changes, right? Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step right foot back, pivot on the heel. Inhale, warrior one. Remember, you can always bring your palms onto your thigh to rise up. Sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Palms together. Really reach. I'm coming into steeple fingers. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Try to square hips and shoulders, really squeezing and engaging both glutes, but more so the right. Lengthen out through that right leg and press into the outer edge of the right foot. Lifting that right instep, and you'll feel all of the muscles on the inner upper thigh really fire up. One more breath. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, allow yourself to just lean forward and bring your palms so they face the sky. Really keep pressing into the outer edge of that right foot. One more breath. Good. Hug the feet towards each other. Build that leg strength. If you feel tweaky into your front knee, lift those 5 butt toes. And then on the exhale, just gently touch down. And we're going to keep that warrior one with the right foot. We're going to bring both hands and just come into a down dog spine. Really try to plant the outer edge of that right foot. Use your hands to traction the hips to the left. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. This should be an exquisite stretch. Find it. One more breath here. Nice. Very gently walk the hands back inside. So left hand inside left foot. Roll up onto the right toes. Low lunge. Step back plank. You can come down onto your forearms into dolphin plank. We're going to hold here for a minute. You can also come all the way down onto your bellies and come into locust for this minute plank. You decide, your choice. If you have shoulder or wrist issues, come down into locust pose and hold. Feel yourself really press the floor away. Reach to the crown of your head. See if you can find that center plumb line all the way from the groin to the crown of the head, feeling through the shoulders and the heels of the feet. Just engaging and breathing. Nice deep breaths in and out. Squeezing the quads, squeeze the kneecaps. Feel that nice warmth. Smile inside. Full deep breaths. In and out. We're almost there. Really engaging. Shoulder blades engaged, nice and tight. Lifting navel to spine. Finding that space. And the knees gently come down. Slowly lower. Keep the elbows all the way back. Move the palms back a little bit if you need, and on an in-breath, cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra again, maybe a little higher. Exhale down. Keep the legs anchored, please. One more time. Rise. And down dog or child's pose. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. See if you can feel a difference between the right and the left side. Really using strength in our practice as we find that center in all ways. From tabletop or down dog, step the foot forward. Pivot onto your back heel. Heels are lined up, heel to heel or hip width apart. Feel a hook in that right hip crease, just pulling that hip back. Again, modification is to place palms onto the thigh and just lift up. Bring the back toes more forward as you lift up, and again, steeple fingers if you choose. Engage into that left leg this time. Squeeze that left glute. Really strong. Now stretch up. Allow yourself to look up to the sky if that feels safe. Squeeze the feet towards each other. Strong. One more full deep breath. This is a nice deep warrior one. And then we're just going to very, very gently split the palms, shoulder width apart. Turn the palms forward. And we're just going to sweep the arms as we tilt. Perhaps you can stay upright and hold our warrior one right here. Hug the feet towards each other. Lift the instep of the left foot. Feel that right hip coming straight back. Really breathe. Nice strength here. Soften and bring that knee over the ankle. If you need, lift all 5 right toes to help with that knee. If you need, one more breath. On an exhale, drop forward. And we're just going to bring both hands this time over to the left. And we're going to press and use the heels of both palms to press the hips to the right. That should be a nice stretch with strong leg. Keep that back left leg very active. Feel into the stretch. Breathe into the space we're creating in that right hip area. One more breath. And then very gently walk both hands inside. Low lunge. Roll onto the left toes. Bring the right hand outside, right foot. I heel-toed my right foot into place. And I'm going to step forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way up. Keep the palms together, and on the exhale, draw it all the way to the earth. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step right foot back, pivot onto the heel. Rainbow up, warrior two. And breathe. Looking forward, settle into it. Good. Feel that nice opening. Breathe into it. Where's your center line? Are you leaning a little forward? Are you leaning a little bit back? Just feel that nice opening. Take one more full deep breath here. And on an exhale, right arm under left, eagle arms. Looking forward over that front left shoulder. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, bring right ear, right shoulder. Bring both elbows over to the right. Watch your balance. If you want, close your eyes. You're going to have to really engage your core to maintain that balance. Breathe. One more breath. Nice. If your eyes are closed, open up. Roll forward a little bit. Keep the feet really planted and see if you can bring your eagle arms down towards the earth. Pull that left hip back. Really engage into that right extended leg. Full in breath, full out breath. One more full deep breath. And then just gently release the eagle arms. Both hands are inside the left foot. And we're just going to walk right to the center of the mat. We're going to open the toes out on both feet, and we're just going to switch side to side. Be careful on this one. This can be tweaky on the knees, so be real careful. Only go as far as it feels safe. Keep your hands, especially on the ground, if you've got issues with the knees. One more time, each side. Good, and then allow yourself to slowly walk it all the way back forward. Low lunge. From your low lunge, we're just going to step right forward into revolved half moon. So allow yourself to lengthen out that right leg. Maybe you bring left arm out to the side and up. Full deep breaths. Feel yourself open. And eyes to the earth. Hand comes down. Allow yourself to walk both hands back by the standing left foot. Soften into the knee and float the right foot down. Low lunge. Plant the hands and take that left leg all the way up to the sky. Stack the hip. Square the hip. And gently come into three-legged plank. Nice. You can skip here if you choose. Chin chest, chaturanga, lift up cobra, and back to down dog. Take a full in breath or child, full out breath. On the in breath, raise the right leg to the sky. Stack the hip. Square the hip and step it all the way forward. Pivot onto the back heel and rainbow up. Remember, you can always use the modification. Sometimes my right knee is tweaky, so I'll bring my right palm right onto the thigh to help. And then I'll draw my luscious rainbow, and I'll feel all of those colors. Reaching and just working into that warrior two. Nice deep breaths. Strong opening, lengthening through the arms, hugging the feet towards each other. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, eagle arms left under right. Take both elbows to the left and bring left ear, left shoulder. If you can, close your eyes. How's your balance? This is a tough one to hold. You have to really engage the core muscles. One more full deep breath. Good. Bring the head back upright, elbows to the center. Begin to pull that left hip forward. And then allow yourself to mount down, or you can just stay upright and hold eagle arms. Feel that nice opening. Pull that right hip straight back and breathe into the stretch. One more full deep breath, please. Lovely. Release both Release eagle arms, both hands inside the right foot. And we're gonna walk to the other side of the mat now. Breathing here. Allow yourself, please, to take right arm, left ankle, of left lower leg. Lift the torso up, away from the earth, and spin that left arm to the sky. Good, and breathe. Full deep breaths. One more, really engage and rise. On the exhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes down. Left hand threads over to lower right leg, and left arm up to the sky. Breathe into the opening, full deep breath. Reach and rise, strong legs. Feel the length of that spine. And then on an exhale, gently bring it all the way back down. And we're gonna walk, bring the right toes back up to the top of the mat, low lunge. And we're gonna step forward. So I jumped that back leg, it was pretty wide, to bring it forward a little bit and set up into your revolved half moon. It's perfect to just keep both hands on the earth. Really energize into the legs, keep adjusting left hand, and then draw the right arm up to the sky. Go ahead and breathe. Full deep breaths. In and out. One more. Eyes to the earth. Hand floats down. Lifted leg to standing leg, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise right up into chair. Settle into it. Squeeze the imaginary block between the thighs. Lift the heart, sink the tailbone. Breathing fully and completely. Nice deep breaths. Feel the weight of the heels of the feet. Feel the quads fire up. On the in-breath, rise up, palms together. Exhale, twist to the right. Breathe. Nice opening. Engage the core muscles at the bottom of the breath to wring out the organs. Pull the right hip straight back. One more breath here. You can always, if your fingers can reach the earth, you can traction and open up. On an exhale, palms come back together, or maybe they're there. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Stretch, look up, maybe a little bit of a back bend if that feels safe. From the upright position, use an exhale to transition to the left. Traction and open. Nice deep breaths. Perhaps you get a nice pop of the spine. Woo, opening up. Very good. One more full deep breath. On an exhale, palms together. Roll forward and all the way up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step right foot back, pivot onto the heel, rainbow up, warrior two. Exhale, evolved, warrior two. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, elbow to thigh. If you want a little bit more, sink your hand down to the elbow, down to the ankle, and hold. Breathe. One more breath. Nice. On an in-breath, rise up, take it back. Evolved warrior two, straighten the front leg. On the in-breath, straight leg setting up for triangle. Lengthen and use an exhale to bring it down. Use the bottom arm to traction, top arm to the sky. Lifting into that right hip. Two more breaths. Take a full in-breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath. Listen carefully. Soften in. If your hand is on your knee or on your lower leg, soften into your knee. And we're just going to roll that right hand down. We're going to traction the back foot forward. We're going to hop the back foot forward. And we're just going to lean right over that extended front leg. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Square the hips. Pull the shoulder blades down. Soften into the knee crease and breathe into the belly of the hamstrings. One more breath. Again, with the soft knee, bring the right hand towards the left foot inside, on top or outside, and begin to open up into evolved triangle or revolved. Breathe into it. Nice deep breaths. Full in breath, full out breath. If you fall out like I just did, come right back in. It's always just a practice. And then gently bring it down. Bring that front foot, soften into the left knee, step back, low lunge. Woo, I know what I'm doing. So lift one leg up to the sides. Yeah. From there, step back plank. Down onto right forearm, left forearm, dolphin plank. Good, and breathe. Try to accordion pleat the floating ribs, so upper ribs reaching towards lower floating ribs. Nice deep breath. Two more, pull elbows and toes towards each other. Pull the shoulder blades down, navel to spine. And then allow the crown of the head to come to the floor. Press into the forearms as you walk the toes forward. Dolphin dog. This is a really nice pose to open up the shoulders. Crown of the head just dusts the earth. Two more full deep breaths here, please. Interdispersing a lot of core through our practice today, using nice strong movements, but moving always from the center. Allow yourself to lengthen back out into dolphin plank. You can hold dolphin plank or roll onto the left side. Make sure you line up and breathe. You can also make sure that left shoulder blade is plugged in. Step back with that upright foot and come into a version of wild thing. Your choice. Always make sure you're secure. So I'm going to bring my hand to my hip so I can lift that top leg over and then roll forward. Realign and switch sides. Breathing. You can come down to your hips and just create more space here. You can step back and open up into a version of wild thing. Transition. Bring it back forward. And knees down, thighs down. Allow yourself to lift one hip and then the other to release the back. How's the quality of your breath? Are you still centered? Come to the center. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. Let the elbows come back towards the toes. Look about 3 feet in front of you. Nice and relaxed, soft eyes. And on an exhale, look underneath. Inhale, bow up. Exhale, press. And open. 3 more. Breathe. Feel that lovely stretch of the feet. Feel the strength of the shoulders, the core muscles. Last one. Draw it all the way back down. Sweep the arms back. Palms to the sky or interlace the fingers. Reach right leg back, anchor. Left leg back, anchor. And on an in breath, press and rise. Breathe. Pull the shoulder blades down, flex into the feet, widen the toes, lift the thighs. 3 more breaths. In and out. Last one. And very gently release down. Palms beside the rib cage. Press back, tailbone to heels. Child's pose. 2 breaths. You can hold child's pose or you can come back up into down dog. Breathe. Nice deep breaths. Taking right leg all the way up to the sky. Stack the hip if you choose. And then sweep it all the way through. Pivot onto the back heel. Rainbow up, warrior 2. Breathe.
Full in breath, full out breath. On the next out breath, take it back, evolve warrior two. On the in breath, come forward, find your version of angle pose. Wherever that is, breathe. You can always bring that arm forward as long as you stay in line. Breathe. Rise back up. Take it back, lengthen through the front leg, and then drop forward and work into your version of triangle. Traction and open. Find your space. Create the space. And breathe into it. Full in breath, full out breath. I'm having to modify this right side because extending and stretching to that lengthened right leg is too much for the right knee. So there's a soft bend. One more breath. On an exhale with the soft knee, we're just going to roll forward. Allow yourself to heel toe the back foot in. Turn the left toes more forward and fold forward. Square hips and shoulders. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Transitioning right into revolve triangle. So left hand towards right foot inside on top or outside. Feel a hook just pulling that right foot straight back. Twist and open up. Find the length of the spine to the crown of the head. And then breathe. 2 more full deep breaths. In and out. 1 more full deep breath. On an exhale, right hand comes down. Left hand to the left. You need to soften, come into your low lunge. And step back, foot to front foot, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way up, palms to touch. And exhale down to the heart. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Coming into tree pose. So if you need, head to something. Standing on your right leg, allow yourself to bring left heel, left toe onto the floor, stage 1. Stage 2 is between ankle and knee. Otherwise, bring it up and press. Good, lift up nice and tall. Lift up through the standing leg. Take the elevator shaft up the spine, the crown of the head. Maybe come into a mudra. This is your resting pose, believe it or not. We've got a series of core coming up, so take deep breaths. 1 more, find that steady center. Just be with what is, wobbles and all. Palms to the heart, bring it forward, and gently release down. Shake out the legs and switch sides, return. If you need in between, take a squat to release your back. So switching sides. Remember, you can have it right down at the ankle. Once you get settled in, press the lifted foot into the standing thigh. Then lift up into that standing leg. Find that graceful place that allows you to become very present. Using one hand to keep the knee open, maybe a mudra to keep the energy swirling inside with closed fingers, index and thumb, just finding that inner place. Maybe close your eyes. And then draw the palms apart. Knee comes forward. And gently release. Shake it out. From there, we're just going to transition right onto the sitting bones. I know I don't usually do that. And lengthen the legs out. Give them a nice shake. We're just going to lift the flesh from the sitting bones. I know you guys don't have any, but I do. Lift up nice and tall, soft knees. Let's inhale up.
And on an exhale, chin to chest, roll down. Engage the legs, lift the head, look up. Lift the left leg slightly or not. And you can just hold here. This is perfect. Draw an ankle to spine, engage the shoulder blades down. Otherwise, rise and lift. Exhale down.
Left leg comes down, right up.
Look up. Reach. Maybe you stay right here. This is perfect. Imprint the low back. Find that nice corner. Otherwise, press and rise. And on an exhale, bring it back down.
Walk right foot back, left foot back. Take feet hip width, the width of the mat. Feet coming forward 90 degrees. Center the body. Look and make sure you're there. Make sure the knees stay upright, not flowing in or out. Very strong.
And then rise up into bridge pose. I like to hold on to the edges of the mat and walk my shoulders towards my feet. And then I really lift up nice and tall. And I squeeze that imaginary block. And I really feel the glutes get really tight. And I draw a navel to spine as I reach the shoulders for one another from the back side. Drawing a nice hollow through the spine. 2 more nice deep breaths. Really engage into the glutes. And then shoulders come out one at a time. And spine comes down in one length or rolled. And allow yourself to heel toe the feet in, hip width apart. And just hug both knees into the chest, drop the forehead up. Allow the head to come down and take 2 full, deep 3-part yogic breaths. You're going to find the belly can't rise as easy, or the diaphragm can't rise into the belly as easily because we have our legs scrunched in. But take those breaths. Good. And then very gently bring your knees right on top of your hips. And then lift up. Here you can place a block to hold your head, or you can use one hand to hold. Your choice. But we're going to lift all the way up. We're going to imprint that low back. Feet are flexed. And we're just going to allow the arms and the legs to flow in and out. We'll do 15 of these or whatever feels good. Breathe into it. Keep the low back imprinted, navel to spine. And just find a nice flow. Really working into that lower abs. Nice deep breaths in and out. Breathe. Remember, one hand you can hold your head if you need. Or a block. Keep that low back imprinted, navel to spine. Nice deep breaths. And 3 more each side. Good. Breathe. Nice. Head comes down, arms and legs up to the sky. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. On the exhale, bring the hands back behind the head, interlace the fingers, and again, lift up onto the shoulder blades. Imprint the low back. And we're just going to allow legs to lower and lift. Modification is just to do one leg at a time. You decide. A total of 10 here. Breathe and keep the low back imprinted. Draw navel to spine. Full deep breaths in and out. Fully breathing. Now elbows. If you want, you can bend into your knees or you can keep a more straight leg. What feels best to you? Touching and breathing. Full deep breaths in and out. In and out. Good. 3 more each side. Breathe. Nice, slow, full of quality, not quantity. Legs to the sky. Release the hands from the back of the head and wedge the palms underneath the hips. Low back to the earth. Coming into water wheel. So
Draw the shoulder blades down, navel to spine, take a full in-breath, and on the exhale with legs together, scoot forward. Pause here, that's your exhale, and then inhale to the sky. And 9 more. Breathe. Really engage, keep that low back imprinted. Use the legs forward and down, and really work as you lift those legs up to the sky. And breathe. Nice deep breaths. You can really feel as you engage those core muscles. Again, the modification here is just keep one leg on the floor and work the other leg. Listen to the body. Come to the center as we get closer to Shavasana. Good, and 4 more. Don't you just love it when the teacher misses count? 3 more. Or you can stop at any time. Make sure if you're doing one leg at a time, you switch. And last one. Take it all the way up to the sky. Use your hands to frame the legs and just bring them towards you as you tuck your chin into the hollow of your throat. Knees can be soft. And then just transition right into full happy baby. Take it side to side. Draw the soles of the feet into butterfly. Maybe draw the feet up over the head, maybe not. I'm lifting my low back up off the earth. That feels so good to me, and taking it into a little bit of a plow. Let it be your practice. Broaden through the knees. Grab hands to ankles and float the feet forward. Take a nice long stretch. Reach your chin towards the hollow of your throat. Press into the back of your head. Pull your shoulder blades down. Take another breath here, please. And then draw the heels towards you, the butterfly feet. Take the hands out and draw the knees together. And bring the feet down one at a time. If you want a deeper twist, I invite you to take left leg over right. Place your arms however it feels safe for you. You can draw the knees up to the chest, engage the core, and roll them over to the side. Just find your twist on the right side of the body. I'm going to incorporate an arm movement, drawing half angels, working into neck and shoulder as I hold this twist. And take 2 more nice deep breaths. Bring the arms to a safe position, head to neutral. If you're in a deep twist or just a regular twist, pull the navel to the spine, engage the core, draw the shoulder blades down. I'm going to draw the knees towards my heart and then roll onto my back. And I'm just going to use my arms to squeeze my stacked knees right onto my sternum, stretching into that left hip. And I'm just going to reverse the legs. For those of you doing an easier twist, just make sure that you use an exhale to roll the knees over to the left. Place them wherever it feels appropriate for you. Take the head to the other side. Just breathe into stillness. Or you can incorporate an arm movement, moving into neck and shoulder. Nice, full, deep, easy breaths. And then please bring the arms to a safe position, head neutral. Engage the core, the shoulder blades down. Hug the knees towards the chest and come right up onto the back. Hugging the stacked knees into the chest if you choose, or just both knees. And allow yourself to do anything else you might need to do before we come into Shavasana. So find that really nice place to take a rest. Let yourself align. So feel the alignment Where are the right feet, right hips, right shoulders? Feel that nice center of the physical body. Find it first. As you find that alignment, allow the eyes to soften, please, and take a full breath in and then hold the breath. Just hold it in. Feel the space that you're creating. Feel the left side of the body, the right side of the body, and let them merge right into the center as you take a nice long exhale. And then begin to feel the natural curves against the ground. Observe what touches the ground: head, shoulder blades, buttocks. If legs aren't lifted, up on a wall in the back of the legs and the heels of each of the feet. And then begin to notice the parts that are slightly off the ground: the lower back, the neck, the tailbone, the backs of the ankles and the legs are on the earth. And then intentionally shift the body to create as much broadness, length, and symmetry and ease as possible. Then begin to intentionally shift the body to create as much broadness, length, symmetry, and ease. As this back body feels supported, let the front body fall into it like a pillow, to which you surrender the weight of the head. And then as you exhale, feel the weight of the entire body fall. Can you keep falling, until every strand of tension has unraveled? And as you continue to unravel into the center, that spiritual center, ask yourself, what am I? The holding or the falling? You're holding, see if you can let go and surrender. Let the breath flow along the movement of your thoughts, through the riverbed of the body, and now let the mind fall into the breath as it flows. Watching the movement of your thoughts. Use your breath as a point of reference. When the mind wanders, when you observe it wandering, embrace it and bring it back to the breath. And then very, very gently begin to deepen the breath. On the in-breath, see if you can let that in-breath fall into the crown of the head and flow all the way through the body. Just continue to fall, breathe, flowing through with the exhale. Just a nice river flowing through. So you can begin to feel the shape and the form of the body. And then begin to wiggle fingers and toes. See if you can begin to shimmer as you begin to move body parts. Can you feel a shimmer, both in the physical body and that spiritual body? Stretching or drawing knees to the chest. And when you finish, whatever that is for you, roll over to one side. See if you can just begin to glimmer. Glimmer in the light. Glimmer into that beautiful spiritual center. And then rise it up to the sitting bones. Draw the palms to the heart. Let's all exhale together, please. Arms out to the side, look up, all the way up to the sky.
And a nice long exhale as a silent Om just glazes over us like a healing balm all the way to the heart. Let the healing balm encapsulate the entire physical body, the emotional body, the mind body, the energetic body. And then as we bow forward into Namaste, we are just dazzled in that spiritual center. Namaste.